Hey guys, it's Dan and Elise again, and today we are going to go deep on diet. So basically, you're not a machine. So
Most of us.
most of us are not machines, and fueling yourself is about a lot more than like total calories. You know, what you eat matters, when you eat it matters, and there's a lot of things to kind of take into consideration. So
Yeah.
we're gonna try to be quick with this.
Yes, and we really want to talk about the importance of timing your food, when to eat. We kind of are in a society where food is readily available at 24 hours a day. It doesn't mean we should be eating for 24 hours a day.
It's a very new thing.
Yes.
This is not how humans have evolved to eat.
Yeah, and I always tell my clients that, somewhere along the lines, like years ago, like just eat like 6 or 7 small meals, portion them out throughout the day.
Grazing.
It's not the best for you. Just think of eating as a workout for your stomach. So I use that analogy all the time. When you consume anything at all, your body is working to process it, to digest it, to break it down. We don't work out for 10 or 12 hours a day. We work out for 1 hour a day. So when, society has grown to have food at all hours of the day, people just continuously eat, but you have to allow your body time to recover from that.
Just from a biological standpoint, like that's how cows eat. Cows eat all day, they graze. Cows have 4 stomachs.
I was just gonna say, cows have a lot of
You're
stomachs.
not built like a cow. The way that we have evolved is such a short digestive tract because we're supposed to have, 1 meal, 2 meals a day. And then we're also supposed to have long periods where we're not eating, where we're not digesting, where our body can deal with other things that it needs to deal with, the sort of day-to-day maintenance, the clearing out of dead and damaged cells, the repairing.
And a lot of that happens at night. So think of like the quality of your sleep is really important. It's not just tied to your tiredness or your energy level. It's doing so much more. It's absorbing all of those nutrients from the food that you've had. But during your sleep, we get asked a lot about, when should I eat dinner? At what time? Like, can I eat dinner and then a snack? Just really pay attention to how soon you're eating before you go to sleep, because you do want to rest and relax and be able to digest even before you get to bed. So a really good number for hours before you go to sleep and at the time of your eating, give yourself at least 4 hours before bedtime that you're eating. So, say hypothetically, if your bedtime's between, 10 or 11, you really want to be eating dinner between 6 and 7 and not snacking if you can after, because you want to be able to relax. Again, digestion is an exercise for your stomach, so it's gonna keep you kind of up.
And it's like the only way that you're going to be able to optimize your time you spend sleeping is if that's what your body is doing. If your body is still digesting, then you're not going to be able to get into that deep enough sleep. It's going to disrupt your sleep patterns, and then that carries over to the next day when you're going to be tired. When you're tired, you're going to feel hungry. You're going to have your hormones out of balance. You're going to have issues. So give yourself that time.
And then it goes into kind of, okay, now I've slept, now I wake up, when do I eat? So that's really, again, going to be different for every person, but we want you to make sure that the first thing that you should put in your body as soon as you get up is water. That's first and foremost the first thing. If you haven't watched our video on coffee, certainly do so. You don't want to have caffeine in your system the first thing upon waking up. Always water. But it kind of goes along with, food too. If you want to eat and you're starving first thing in the morning, of course, go ahead and eat. But breakfast being the most important meal is also something that was marketed towards us and to profit, from those, those big companies that need to sell cereal and pancakes and waffles.
For millions of years, humans didn't eat breakfast.
Yeah, so if you're not hungry, you don't have to eat. Don't pressure yourself to eat.
And that goes for all times of the day. That's not just breakfast.
Yeah.
If you're not hungry, don't eat. You don't have to force in a meal because it's breakfast time or lunchtime or dinner time.
Or your snack or
Listen
something.
to your body. But then also, like, there's going to be times when you're really hungry. Probably a good sign that your body needs food, especially like the longer you sort of get into this sort of intuitive eating and listening to your body, the clearer those signals are going to get. Because sometimes maybe it's you're hungry because you're used to eating at a certain time, but as you pay better attention, as you hydrate, as your body starts working properly, it's going to tell you when it's hungry, and it's going to tell you when it's not hungry.
Exactly. So listen to your body in the most simplest sense. It's there as an indicator of what it needs. It's going to always tell you what it needs. So don't force anything that it doesn't
And
want.
you'll notice there's times like right after a workout, you're probably going to be hungry because glycogen stores are going to be depleted in your muscles. Your body's asking for, to replenish the fuel that it lost.
Exactly. But it really does matter when you eat. and then just kind of think of it in that sense. What pisses me off to no end are seeing those memes on any type of social media platform where you've got people like holding up like something to eat at 8 o'clock at night and then 8:01. Like there's no difference. Of course there's no difference with a minute, but there is a difference when you eat too close to your bedtime. It is going to affect the quality of sleep.